with the new head coach of Coppin Softball Ashley Cook. Coach Cook, first of all, talk about how you discovered Coppin and why you chose this place.
So I went to Bowie State University as an athlete, so I was aware of another HBCU in the area. Um, and then when I coached at Bowie for 5 years, we actually played Coppin in the off season. So that's how I got to know about Coppin. Um, and then I heard there was an opening, so I took my chance and I applied and I got the job.
Coach, you you've been at HBCUs for a little while. Just talk about your experience. Talk about your experience at Bowie and how how that will contribute to what you're gonna do here at Coppin.
So at Bowie, I had to rebuild the culture of the softball program. I was an alumni at Bowie, but they lost the foundation that we built, that my team built as an athlete. Then we were able to rebuild that. My last year there, we did really well. I got Coach of the Year for CIAA. We got first in the division and second in the conference, and people thought we were the underdog. So I like the challenge. I want to rebuild programs, help the kids to succeed on and off the field, and that's my goal.
Um, Coach, talk about the players. About the players you have here now, the ones that have returned, and what have you learned about them? And
So the players, actually, I couldn't have asked for a better team to come into. I got hired late, so these are all girls from previous. I would have recruited these girls. They work hard. They want to see that next step. So we're working on that, and we're taking day by day, pitch by pitch. We're excited to get out on the field this weekend, starting Friday at 9 a.m. They're excited to compete finally, so it should be fun.
Coach, the schedule. You're gonna start off with a team that went to the NCAA tournament in Chattanooga, and that's gonna be quite a good trip for Chattanooga and Charleston Southern. And we'll talk about the start of that schedule.
So scheduling for preseason, making sure we had enough games and stuff. Um, I had to get into a tournament that I could. So this was one of the last ones that had some openings. So we got in it, but I accept the challenge, and I know the girls are just like me, and they want that challenge too. They want to be tested. We've been working on a lot of things, and from the time I got hired to now, we've improved greatly. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I think that we're going to be able to compete well.
So, Coach, what is your philosophy? Every coach has a different philosophy. What is yours?
In coaching in general, my philosophy is you have to take it game by day, pitch by pitch. If you dwell on things, you're not going to be able to get out of it. So control the controllable, right? So we can control what we can control, and then let the rest fall in place. So they're letting me. The girls are trusting the process and trusting me and the coaches I've brought on, um, to help mold them and to help build them into a championship team.
Coach, talk about the coaches you added along yourself.
So luckily, I have just brought on Narisa Myers, who is a world champion. She was just playing in Great Britain. She's on the Great Britain national team. She made it to the qualifier for the Olympics. The championship game, they lost, but um, she is a great athlete. She went to UL. She's a raging Cajun. She has a lot of records in the pro league and stuff like that, and very knowledgeable of the game. So she came on board, and she's helping share that knowledge and help me rebuild this program. Then we have Joel Highline. He is a great asset as well. He pitches, so I have him throw BP here and there. He works with the pitchers. He's very knowledgeable, and he's competitive as well. So I'm excited to see what he does with our pitchers.
And very interesting fact that it's by the coaches at Morgan State. So
Yeah,
when
right
that
around.
meeting happens, that should be fun.
Yeah, right around the corner.
And speaking of that, let's get into the MEAC. I know you know a lot about the MEAC coming in, and just talk about having to compete in the MEAC, and what you're looking forward to.
Well, I'm looking forward to. We get to play Bethune at home this year, so they're one of the top teams in the conference. So let's go. Let's go toe to toe. Let's see what each team has. It's going to be, like I said, we're going to be able to compete this year, and I'm super excited. I know that the girls have that fight in them and have that drive, so I'm bringing it out of them more. And they're giving me all they have, so I know that we'll be able to compete with anybody in the conference. Howard should be fun. I know Tori. I know Larry, so Morgan should be fun. Interesting, we'll say, to say the least. And I know a lot of the coaches in this conference, and I'm just excited to take the field with them and compete.
Coach, they picked you all ninth to finish ninth and not even go to the tournament. I know a couple of girls. I know they're not satisfied with that. They're
Yeah, no, not at all. But like I said before, this isn't my first rodeo. I've been underdog before, and I've been able to put in the work, and I know I have good insistence to help me get the girls to where they need to be. So I think that people are going to be surprised with what we have when we come out.
Nia Bozeman picked. I think first team on.
She's first team
preseason on MEAC.
Preseason on MEAC for outfield.
Talk about her and what your thoughts on her so far, and how she's going to help you well.
I think Nia is a great kid on and off the field. Young lady. She works hard. She has a very different outlook on hitting. So it's she has such a powerful swing that I don't want to change it unless I have to. And so far I haven't had to at practice, but we'll see how games go and what it is against live. But when we scrimmage ourselves, like the inter squad scrimmages, she's done very well. So I'm excited to see her compete against other competitors.
Coach, softball pitching is number one. Just talk about your pitchers you have, and
So I have 5 pitchers this year. I have 2 that did not pitch last year because one is a freshman and the other one was a redshirt. So they're excited to take the field. We're pretty good at pitching, and the girls have been working hard since I got here, and I think that their mindset and everything, we're at that growth mindset, so we're ready to compete. And the pitchers have been working hard, and they've improved since I've got here, and they're just ready. Everybody's ready to compete. It's been a minute for our preseason. So,
Coach, the season's been like 3-4 weeks old. Are you concerned that the teams you're taking on, they've already been 2-3 weeks in? And
no, I mean you still see teams up and down, right? So some teams just started last week, some teams started 2 weeks ago, but being 2 weeks behind is not that bad. We still have a long season. We're still scheduled to play, I think, like 48, 50 games. So we're gonna be playing just as much. It's just we're being in the conference where we are, and with budgets and stuff, so we had to do with what we had, and our school starts later, so I couldn't bring them back earlier.
Coach, you have quite a home schedule. Got some great opponents. We already talked about Bethune-Cookman, the defending champs, coming here. You got some very good non-conference opponents coming here too. What do you tell the fans? Because they love softball here. They support it a lot.
You're gonna see some good softball this year. It's gonna be fun, and people are going to be showing out. I think that they're going to be watching a lot of good softball here.
And also, well, the last one I know you've been trying to communicate with some of the softball alums here, and I know you want to try to get a game going with them.
Yeah.
Soon. Just talk about that and having to reach out.
So outreach to alumni are very important in any program. And they help, put footprints for this program, right? So they've done something. So I want them to definitely feel like they're still, they matter to the players I have now. They set legacy. Like we want to build a legacy. So we want this program to be competitive. We want to go toe to toe with Bethune. We want to do all that stuff. So I think having the support of people that have played here before is very important. So yes, I reached out to alum. We're going to do an alumni game I'm looking to do in the fall. So I think that it will be fun, and to see, the present team play against the alum. And usually, you get some giggles out there because people haven't played in a minute and stuff like that. But I rebuilt the program at Bowie, like I said, and then and brought in alum, and they had a lot to do with it. When we were going to championships, I had alum write letters to the girls playing, and very motivational, and what it meant to be a Bulldog and stuff like that. But so that's what I want to incorporate here. So that's my goal, is to have the prior Eagles come and support our current ones. Definitely think it's super important.
You hear her, you see her. The new head coach of Coppin State University softball, Ashley Cook. And we get the fun started Friday morning against UT Chattanooga at Charleston Southern Tournament. Thanks so much, Coach, and look forward to hanging out and having fun with y'all this season.
Thank you. Go Eagles.